How's it going, gamers? Chongo here, and today I've got a gameplay commentary for you guys. The gameplay is of Splinter Cell Blacklist on the PC, and today's commentary topic is about the Steam Family Plan, which will allow users to share games between friends and family. So let's get into it. So when I first heard about this, I thought it was a really good idea, and it's awesome to see some digital stuff like this happen, because in the real world, you know, if you've got a console game, you can just give it to a friend and that's the end of that. However, with PC games, it doesn't work like that, because all PC games obviously come as a CD key. Now, I think this is a really good idea. However, there are some problems with what Steam is proposing, and from my understanding of it, it doesn't sound like they've got all the things there. It sounds like it's a pretty useless system, to be honest. Now, the way that I understand it works is I can share my library with someone, so just say friend A. So I can share my whole library with friend A. They can play any game on there as long as they don't require a CD key. So I think they said they already cut out Uplay stuff. So for example, you couldn't play this game because you need a CD key for it that I'm playing right now. So anything requiring a CD key like that wouldn't work with this system, but any other game is, and I suppose that's probably, you know, most of them don't really contain a CD key, but Uplay games obviously do. So anyway, if person A wants to borrow some game of mine, that's fine, they can do that, as long as I'm not on Steam. As soon as I go to play any game, even if it's not the game that they're playing, they have to get off. Now, I think this is really stupid, and it doesn't make any sense why, if I'm playing some other random game that isn't even related to what friend A is playing, they have to stop playing. And I think that Steam needs to really rethink the way that they're structuring this, because it seems like people aren't even going to be bothered to use it at all. It seems really pointless. So that's my understanding of the shared library thing, because as I said, the terminology is not really the best there, but that's what most other people are taking away from as well. I think a better plan would be to have a universal library of shared games that I can put games in there that I want to share. So just say I've got 100 games on Steam, I think I've got roughly that, so I can put 10 games into this library and let up to 10 friends borrow whatever's in there. Even if only one of them was allowed in at a time, that would be fine, but I think they've got it at the moment. Only one person can be playing those games in that library, so like I said, if I shared with 9 people, they can all use it only one at a time, so basically no one's really going to be using it much, and as soon as I hop on Steam and play anything, I kick everyone out of there. So it seems like a really silly mechanism, and I think it would work better for them to have like a whole separate library thing, so my games that are completely separate from that shared library I can play without kicking anyone off. Obviously this is better than nothing. I mean, it means that if you've got a friend who's from a completely different country than you, and I don't know, they play games while you're asleep or whatever, vice versa, so that would probably be really a good system for you, because then you can share games with your friend and you know they won't be playing at the same time as you. However, if you've got actually friends in the same country and you do play at the same time, it seems kind of pointless that I'm going to have to go and download some massive game file, and then as soon as my friend plays anything at all, I can't play it anymore. It just seems like a waste of time to me, and especially if you know, it takes a long time for you to download a game, and then you've got to, kind of abide by when they hop on or if they kick you off or anything like that. It seems kind of stupid to me, and I don't really see many people using the system like that unless they change it, modify it, and make it better. Also, when your friend or family decides to, if you're sharing a game with them, they can go and earn Steam achievements on the game, so I think that's pretty cool, but as I said before, it still seems a bit silly that I can kick them off by just playing any random game at all. I think the system will work well for families, but for friends, not very well at all. So the way that it could work well for families is obviously if, I don't know, you install it on your main computer, and you can then swap between games, and as you walk away from one computer, you can go and play the game on a different one, so you wouldn't really need to, just say for example, if you had kids or someone else who wanted to play those games, you wouldn't have to, give them your computer, or you wouldn't have to have them use your computer or anything like that. You can just use it like that, which I still think is kind of good, but the whole system itself, the fact that you can kick people off just by playing any game at all, I think is ridiculous, and I just don't know why they're trying to do it like this. Even the Xbox One's original policy with sharing games was better than this, and I think they're intending on bringing that back for digital games. So I think Valve really needs to rethink this and try and make a better system, even if it's only, like I said before, where you make a separate list of games you want to share with people, and then in that list, if you go and play a game in there, that kicks people off. Otherwise, that's fine, and that's just a separate list, and as long as you're not touching any games in there, anyone or just one person at a time can go in and play those games. Anyway, this brings me to my commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, and if you've got any comments about the Steam family sharing plan, put it down below, whether you like it or you hate it or anything like that, put it down below, and if you want to join the Gamerhood, just subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.